All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Matt Bryant of the Falcons set and ready to kick it off, and we are underway from Atlanta. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First and 10 for Dalton. Dumps it off to Mixon. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here you go, 368. Here you go, 93, 52, 93, 44.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Flushed out right. And he rifles one incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. 3rd down here.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, Terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers. And then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
21.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
21.
Dre Kirkpatrick, the cornerback, up to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
Ready, ready, blue ready.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
Gun, gun, gun. Ready, like 25. Hey, Tuesday. Ah, 25.
From the shotgun, Ryan. He's going to float this over the middle. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go play action here on first down. On the crossing route, complete. It's Ross. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Over here, yes.
Dalton, 1st and 10. Going up top. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage. And this passing game, this whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Here you go, 368. Go.
2nd and 10. Dalton once more. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A good pick up there, 26 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's no quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Green's got it over the middle. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
368.
And again, Andy Dalton to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. In for the score. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Ryan. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
21.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carlos Dunlap in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Ross on the return. The great blocking nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
With that, he'll equal his receiving yards from a week ago. We're just in the first quarter. And that's a 1st down as well.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Leopard! Leopard!
A handoff to Mixon. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
They always that changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I think that was a pretty good read right there. They called him in zone defense and went to the hitch. And because they're in zone, that creates a natural space between the defenders and the receiver, able to get it to him quickly and let him get upfield.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On play action, they'll throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, gun. 20. On.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, and it's 3rd down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Key 26.
On 3rd down, Ryan. He's got Sanu. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Tackled by Jordan Willis.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On 2nd down, Ryan. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Geno Atkins breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Ryan looking downfield for Jones. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
Gun. Ready, blue 80. Gun.
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And it'll be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They begin with a run by Mixon. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
368!
Dalton throwing on second down. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
So what's the word I'm looking for here about how this drive just started?
Disjointed?
I'll go with that one. I mean, think about it. First down, took a bad loss on a running play. Take the sack on second down. Now they got to come up with something big here on third.
Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And got his man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big third down play there for the Bengals. 61 yards. So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on first down. On first and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
Second down, Dalton. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target, and it's third down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Throwing on third and long. Dalton airing one out for Boyd. And this is taken in at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal.
Okay, get ready for something coming left.
They're going to run this with a tight end. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal. On the ground with a tight end. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Giovanni Bernard, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals add on to their lead. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. Bullock good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Geno Atkins in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, Ryan looking deep downfield. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. William Jackson with a pick, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? To Mixon on the check down. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Move. Side. Over here.
It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Andy Dalton now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Got a man open. It's Ross. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. This quarterback now just 2 of 5 since coming on, but he does have a 1st down here. They'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Gone! Detroit!
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Giovanni Bernard, as the first half is winding down, and the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Now Bullock to add the extra point. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Gets past one man. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll set them back 5. The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Freeman again, a first down carry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Hey, let's go. 21. Right. Hey, Rip Lance.
Coleman now. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They will run again with Coleman. And a short gain here down to the 22. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after them now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. T.J. Green with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. A first down throw coming for Dalton. Throw left side, complete to Ross. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
44. Here you go.
Dalton, first and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
5-0. Here you go, 368. Here you go, 368. 52-44. Get ready for 57 over there.
First and 10 for Dalton. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Hey. Heavy. 368. Here you go, 368. Nice.
Now Dalton with a first and 10. Green with a catch left side. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Over here. Good. Here you go, 368. Here you go, 368. Here you go, 368. 368.
And again, Andy Dalton to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ross. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Dalton operating in the red zone now. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That was very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
5-0.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Dalton flushed out right. And able to find Green. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
Here's Bullock now for the extra point. Bullock good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bullock out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
4 down, check, 4 down. Gun. 54, south.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Check 26. Hey, wait. 39. We go.
Freeman again. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Okay, 3rd and short, the mindset of the defense, probably playing the run first, but if you're playing any type of pass coverage, tight coverage, press coverage, and offenses often convert their routes at that point and go farther downfield, and that paid off in a big way for them on that one, a big-time catch downfield.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
I don't even have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Now Ryan leading the Falcons up to go for 2. From the shotgun, Ryan. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And out now, here come the Bengals. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to let this one go. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there for the Bengals. And even 40 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
368. They go 368. 59. Over here.
On 1st and 10, Dalton eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play.
All right, now, look at 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Green's got it over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Ricardo Allen with a pick. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time.
This is caught inside the 15. They give him a gain of 38. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Gone. Hey, Tuesday. Hey, South.
To throw again, Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons cut into that lead. So a big play coming for the Falcons as they'll go for 2. Again, Ryan. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a one-score game. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, he picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Over the middle, complete. That's Green. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Back to throw. He gets this one to Boyd. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Watch him now, Barney. No. Check. Patriot. Leopard. Over. Detroit. Gun. Watch him now, Barney. Gun. Detroit. No. Check. Patriot.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here's where this crowd can really help make things difficult. It's 3rd and 3.
Here we go now. 3-19. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Detroit.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And Eifert has it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Andy Dalton now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
5-0. There you go, 368. Nice. 57, you got 59 over there.
Another chance for Dalton. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And now it's second down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Over here. Heavy. There you go. 93, 52, 93, 44. There you go.
Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. And he almost had it defensively. could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Leopard!
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Gun, gun. Hey, grip lance, grip lance, grip lance.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 31 yards there and a first down.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
Wait! Wait! 21! 22! Get out, Hunt!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Ryan. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Jordan Willis in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? To throw is Ryan. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Geno Atkins in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. This is caught. It's Sanu this time for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, his first touchdown on the year. And now the Falcons are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. He'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. But that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They have the football. They're looking good, but the lead is just 2. So any mistake in a field goal can beat you. They got to be careful.
And that's where it gets difficult because you don't want that to leak into your thinking. You want to play like, hey, we've got the advantage. We can close this out. Don't play from fear, and they can win this game.
See if they can play fear-free and hang on. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
We're good. We're good. Nice. Over here. You're good.
Oh, passing it. Dalton. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And the Falcons going to use another timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Dalton wants to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. Here it's 3rd and 3.
We're good. 368. There you go. 368.
So now Dalton. He's got his man, Boyd. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one.
Good.
Dalton down to a knee, and that'll be all she wrote. Well, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for the Bengals, They're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they fall to defeat for the second time this season. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.